Hi there, I've got a quick process video for you today to create my layout about Paris. I'm using various bits and pieces from the Crafty Vixens kit. It was a class in the box 3. I've just added this matte paper to the layout, which wasn't included in the original kit. But I really love the papers that I'd got left over because maybe Julie had used those. So as you can see, I am just cutting, or rather curling, those torn edges just to add a little bit more texture. It is a technique I do like to use, maybe quite often. It's certainly a technique I did use on one of my layouts in the Class in the Box kit. As I don't have my photos at the moment, I tend to use 3x4 photos, so that's easy. And these dies I was sent by Queenacraft. They've got a great selection of dies and embellishments, and these are small postage stamps and tiny tickets. So adorable. So I'm going to just cut a few of those out, and initially I thought I might just cut them out in the plain cardstock from the kit. And then stamp on top of them. But you could stamp, you could add stickers. I'm also cutting out a piece later from the matte paper as a bit of an embellishment piece. So that was fantastic. It really added that texture that I was after. I love dies and stamps because I think they're so versatile, and actually, you know, you get to use them again and again, whereas a sticker is gone once you've used it. So anyway, I've cut out a few of those, and I've left them all attached to one another just to save me running it through the machine. And you can see the paper that I've used has got a slight texture to them, or a slight pattern, subtle pattern. And so as you can see, there's a kind of 2 rectangular shaped ones, 3 square, and then a ticket kind of shape. So I'm going to stamp the Paris onto the ticket shaped ones. So I'm using them as a decoration piece, so you could go to town with your colouring and, you know, mixed media on there. That would look really brilliant. You probably know this already, but we went to Paris last year. I've scrapped it so many times. But I think it's just one of those things I really wanted to scrap, but I don't have a lot of Paris type things. And I know you don't need always themed things, but sometimes it helps to tell the story. So this is a perfect way to make your own little bits and pieces to go on a layout. So there you go. I've stamped the postage stamp on there, and I've printed off our ticket for the Eurostar. So these pictures are of when we're in St Pancras, actually, in catching the Eurostar to Paris. So it said it's really simple. I'm just going to lay those tickets and so on behind. I'm just deciding which bits go where. And so I've also die cut the same stamps in the reverse side of that matte paper, actually, which is awesome. So just to add a bit more interest to that background, the backgrounds, by the way, are from Prima. They are really pretty. So they've got pretty on the other side is the main side with, you know, journal cards and so on. But I really love the B-sides because they've got most of the work done for you. So I am just using a lid there to try and get some coffee stain type things. So by dipping it into the acrylic paint and swishing it around a little bit, hopefully you'll get this kind of circular pattern. You pay good money for stamps in those, I think. And it was a technique I used actually on one of my classes for Crafty Vixens, the Class in the Box 3. So I thought I'd use that same technique again. And just while that paint's drying, I do need to let it dry before I go any further. I'm just going to mount up my photos, map my photos. This paper is from Hip Kit Club. It was an exclusive. I think it's the December kit. Who knows, they all merge into one. But they're beautiful, really beautiful quality, the Hip Kit exclusives. It must have been December, look, because I recognise that grey paper definitely from December. We went in August, so I definitely couldn't use snowflakes. It was so hot. And Paris was just scorching out. It was 32 degrees in a city with no air. It was really hot. So I'm just going to rough up those edges. And now that's dry, I'm just going to go back in and do the same technique now with the turquoise or teal colour, which happens to be my favourite colour, so you'll see a lot of that on my layouts and so on. And just to add a bit more interest, you could flick paint, watered down acrylic paint onto the background. I'm just using a Posca pen in this instance, just because I've got some, make a change of thought. So by pushing the nib down to let the paint flow, you'll get these nice big splatters. So I've used a teal colour and a white. Maybe the black would have gone well, just to add a bit more contrast. But some of those splatters are quite big, so you do need to let them dry, just like normal acrylic paint. Now I lost the end of the video, so I'll just leave you with the close-ups. It was really straightforward. I just added some more stamping. I added a little bit of Vicky Boughton die cuts and chipboard stickers, and then Bramble Fox, these mini Paris items. So thanks for joining me. I hope I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.